I guess I'm live. YouTube changed studios. Um, so now it's different. Usually I have to confirm that if I want to go live, and I don't get it. Anyway, welcome back to my magical world of beautifulness. I have not streamed in a week and a half. So 4 streams. And if you caught the last one, which would have been like again 4 a week and a half ago, 2 weeks this Wednesday, you'll know that I had my wisdom teeth removed. It was not fun. It was not exciting. It was pretty boring. Just some pain, blood, inability to eat, and then it was gone. Are you kidding me? YouTube, are you being stupid? Stream health. Huh. At least I think I'm live. Hopefully I'm live. I don't know. I also don't even know if my audio is working. It looks like it is. I don't have game sounds on. Let me fix that real quick. Hiatus. Yes, exactly. I haven't really actually been motivated enough to spend too much time playing on the world, so not terrible amount has been accomplished. My storage system's changed a bit. I have 6 empty barrels. Everything is fine, yes. And yeah, we are back. We be back. Many cats meowing mercilessly. I need to update that map, I think. Yep, still hasn't updated. Nothing has changed. We're just gonna walk away. I don't believe I've changed anything here. So yeah, pandas are still outside. This path is like so, all of this, and then you go around the corner and there's just nothing. Wow, they make a lot of noise. I've certainly played a bit, but not terrible amount. I think I need some trees on that ridgeline to help obscure the view of that, because I don't want, I want the top of it, so like from here. Yeah, that's fine. The stream will probably be shorter tonight than it has been in the past, just because I want, anyway, trees, I want them there, and I want them to mostly obscure this. Again, I'm not happy with the top of that tower. That's going to get changed. So I want like trees coming along there, and that'll help obscure that and change the sightline of this place. And I think I need some bigger trees to break up the cliffs, because there's a lot of this gray here, and we need some green in there. We need some life, some color, some betterness, I guess, because I want to be able to come up here and then you can still see part of it. I need trees there. I just need trees, just in general. There are so few trees on this island that you can almost count them on one hand. Almost. Because every single tree on this island, except for those 2, has been hand-built. And that one and that one, not my finest work, but hey, they work. Anyway, I have 100 levels. I've been at the gold farm. I forgot for a moment what that was, but okay. My melon and pumpkin farm's still going strong. Maybe I should need to have a way to toggle it off. That would be probably for the best. This area is still as flat and bleak and uninviting as ever. When I do build whatever I end up building on here, I most certainly will not have it flat, because super flat building like doesn't makes it seem more forced and not natural, and all that fun stuff. So there will be different levels, and it'll come up here, and that wall may have to get adjusted and all that fun stuff. But hey, you know, that's what this game is all about. And that wall is supposed to come across anyway and join up somewhere over here. I really like using birch trees for these because they're a different shade than the oak, and so they give off a different vibe. Like and then you have different color fence posts as the quote unquote stock trunk. That's the correct term, and it works. I have cleaned up my mess over here. I'm a neat freak. Sometimes, it has to be neatly organized, and there shouldn't have too many empty shulker boxes laying about. But I think I've done something in the nether. No, I know I've done something in the nether. I have. I was just there. And I know I have not shown it off yet because I haven't. Smack. Oh, I like that sound. And this tower will get will get adjusted. It will get changed because I feel like it needs some basalt and blackstone and all that fun stuff added to it to make it just like more 1.16 netherish. My volume is too loud, I believe. Definitely wasn't killing pigmen. Definitely. Let me turn that down a bit. There we go. I put an ender chest on top of the respawn anchor, and spawn proof that, and that prevented like having 20 different zombie piglins on the other side of the portal when I go through. And it really does help. But I have made the donut look better. Last time, I think we did redstone. We did the gold sorting system, and I've changed that slightly in the item disposal system, so it's more in this cross shape, which I think looked better than what it looked like before, which was not a good shape. And so yeah. Now from down here, you don't really get a concept of what I've done. It looks like a donut. If you walked away, you would notice that there are 3 concentric rings, or levels. Concentric, is that the right term? I don't know. I don't care. But there are basically, this one's just an outline of dirt right now because I haven't gotten that far. That one is the level of our storage system. The one above it is the killing floor for the mob farm. And yeah, it looks pretty. There are... It took quite a bit because I don't have a lot of the basalt and blackstone, so I had to keep going mine it and do that and this and that. But I can stand up here and the glass. I like the black glass because it just, with connected textures, it just works. It's invisible. So yeah, I've changed this entire up from what I think it was stone bricks before. It's now obviously blackstone because duh. And I have been in the process of changing these all over to this block, what is it, warped stem, making more like this. I just haven't done that yet. You can, this I think was complete last time, if I recall correctly, this donut here. But there are now, I don't have Frostwalker, there are now sides to these things. You don't really have to do this. I just thought it needed to be pertified, so it was. And the lower level was definitely there last time. It was made out of white glass, and it was not symmetrical in the slightest. Yeah, those are valid spawning spaces for ghasts and all that, but hey, who cares? It has a circle, and then a dip, and then another circle. The dip is just add variation. I could have done it just like that, but I felt like it could use some specialness. Then textured that, added the blue so it's an accent color because I had blue there. Just made it look pretty. So you can fly on any of the corners. There are 8 gaps in the circle, and yeah, these are my leftover supplies for all my things. 2 ender chests because symmetry. 2 buttons because symmetry. These buttons do absolutely nothing, but whatever. And I've spent some time at the farm. I've gotten a decent amount of gold. This is... I think each side has pretty much a stack of blocks worth in this and this. So it's not too bad. Broke up the texture variation, you know, so it's not all the same. I feel like it works. I don't know. Y'all can give your opinion. And the farm works just like it did before. In the future, whenever they change it so that killing with minecarts doesn't count as player kills, I will change the collection system up there, and it'll be sword kills, which will require some different redstoning bits and all that. And because we'll be using looting, we'll have more drops. But really, I don't really feel necessary to prep for that right now because it functions and it's AFKable. In fact, I had more levels than this, but then I died. 2 guardians. This level will eventually end up being a piglin trading system for the piglins because they're amazing. Anyway, fly down. Definitely didn't have a gas spawn. And that happens. They push each other off. It's all good. We're back in the overworld. Ta-da. Now, what I have been working on until I was like sick of it is if we fly this way, it should pop into view. Beacons, an ocean monument, and a lot of beacon effects. Let me grab a trident. Protection. Because we don't need that right now. And that's good enough. We don't need a shovel on us. At least not to my knowledge. We'll just throw those in there. So we have regen. Oh, let me get rid of this. Speed 1, regeneration, resistance 2, strength 2, and haste 2. Because probably realize what we're trying to do here. We're making a guardian farm. Hi. It's just that the stupid buggers suck so much. It is day 1325. Is it just me, or are they noisier than they used to be? Did they make noise before? I don't even know. Local difficulty is 3.29. Good grief. Like my actual base, no, let me down, is like 12. So this is what I've done so far. I've hollowed it out. And I haven't quite decided what design I'm using, if I'm going to drain the thing or if I'm just going to do the soul sand technique. Soul sand technique is less safe, but in theory it's quicker. The draining the whole thing works too. I'm leaning towards draining it because I don't have to worry about water streams up top pushing them all into one spot and all that fun stuff. So I'm thinking, why am I swimming? I don't even know. I don't even know anymore. Right, if you sprint underwater, you swim. I'm thinking that I've done draining this before. It's really not too hard. You just sand along the borders, and then sponges, which I have in abundance because this place gave me one sponge room, only one sponge room. It was really stingy on sponges, but one sponge room is better than no sponge rooms. And if I want more sponges, I have like a million more monuments I could go and raid. It was really easy to kill the Elder Guardians, despite the fact that I can never seem to find my way through one of these. So, yeah. As you can see, they really do like spawning in here. So, should we just go and get a lot of sand and start blocking the thing off? Does that sound like fun? Because I hate Guardians. They're just so annoying to fight. Even with all of my buffs, like I can two-shot them, but I got knockback, so I can't ever hit the same one twice. I cannot get rid of these blocks. I've tried so many times. In fact, this is why I died. Again. I don't know how many deaths I have. It doesn't matter, but I'm just going to check because I can. Times died, probably. Time since last death, 1.45 hours. Yeah, not. Yeah. Time played, 19 days and number of deaths, 60. Yikes. Yeah, I don't know if I'm thinking to just go with the sand route because it sounds more tedious. But no, not really, because you have to place soul sand on this. You gotta place kelp. You gotta remove all these blocks anyway. Like, just go for it, bro. Also, I have a lot of prismarine now. And this farm is gonna serve one purpose, and one purpose only. It's gonna give me sea lanterns. Because I feel like you can never have too many sea lanterns. Till recently, they're my favorite light block in the game. Just because they weren't ugly as I find glowstone to be. So we're gonna start, I'm just gonna start tearing this thing apart. Whee! Rip it apart. Yeah, and get shot all the time. As long as I stay on the ground, I can insta-mine. But it'd probably be better to do it from here. Just start by disassembling from the top. Also, guardians make interesting noises. So we're gonna just do this for an hour or so. Because it seems like a nice thing to do on stream. Hi. Could you go away and leave me alone? And I will just collect all these blocks. I don't have a boat out here. That'd be useful. I mean, we all know I have enough boats. I'm gonna collect the kelp. Man, speech. Because why not? And I feel like I need more farms for resources. I should make up a salt generator. That sounds like a very complex thing to do, but I'm gonna do it. Let's see, I mean, making TNT duper isn't very hard, so like I can do it. Maybe I should have done a monument further from my base, but it's outside render distance, and that's all that matters. Yeah. You know what? Yeah, that's what I thought. Guardians are the most annoying mob to deal with. Changed my mind. Alright. Well, they're up there doing who knows what. I'll be down here just destroying their home. Now, I've done this before in two separate ways. I've done it where you just bury the whole thing with sand, which involved a lot of sand. And I've also done it where you simply you just make certain sections and then you go through with sponges and you delete the water. So I've still yet to get a guardian head. Riptide. Oh, I forgot I wasn't wearing an elytra. Just collect all the resources. Because why not? Oh, thanks. Mr. Avocado. Alright, let me just put these things away. You know, gotta keep a tidy inventory. That's literally the most important thing in Minecraft. That lightning is loud, which reminds me, we had a really nasty thunderstorm roll through last night. Well, it was had hailstorm as well, but luckily my area wasn't affected really by hail. About an hour away in the cities, they got some places got baseball-sized hail. I'm like, thank goodness I didn't, because that would not be fun. Yeah, so it rained incredibly hard. It was thunder and lightning and fire and brimstone and ice, mostly ice. Right, monsters nearby. It's coming together. Honestly, there's probably about 4,000 blocks left to break, and then about 50 million to place. So if we can just get one section started today, that would be most excellent. And what I like to do when I place sand for these things is I go one block past the base of the monument, so it outlines it. You can't fly without an elytra. Yeah, get it? Got it? Good, there's an elytra. So, yeah. I think we flew too far. Whoa. Man, that's some flight. You know, if I had a coarse fruit on me, you could just eat it and you'd be instantly on the ground. I'm here to gather my sand. Because I should have my sponges on me. You know, not much. What about you? Thunder. I have plenty of sand, so this should not be a problem. I think I need to make more shoulder boxes. No, okay. Let's just... I love the sound of rain. I just hate how it looks in Minecraft. That's why I use Optifine to turn the particles off. It also will just destroy the quality of the stream. So like it'll go, because of the way YouTube condenses video, it'll just turn it to looking like it's just awful, and I hate that. In case you're wondering why I don't have rain particles, that is why. But like, there's nothing nicer than being inside when it rains, listening to it on the roof, until it turns to hail. That's where I draw the line. Alright, break. We are going to do something, well, this is probably not the smart way to do it, but we're going to do it anyway because I want to. We are going... Yeah, we're now 1,000 blocks. 800 blocks. Wow. That's genius. So, I just need to get some blocks. I'm just gonna place some sand down here. And we'll just throw this in there. Alright, so we're just going to need... Let's just use... Well, we have it here. We may as well use it. This we need to scaffold with. What am I doing? This isn't the smart way to do this. Okay, you want to die? Here, take a punch with the fish. That wasn't even the one I was shooting. Hitting. Smacking. There we are. What you do is you be smarter than I, and you come to one of the corners. And you just go like this all the way up. Why I'm not smart enough to do this, I don't know. I meant to place it in the corner, by the way. This entire stack of blocks is just going to go to waste, but hey, we don't care about such things. And this is the entirety of my life now. And it looks as if it's only about 32 blocks at this particular point. The terrain does go up towards the other side of the temple. So, monument. I mean, it's a temple. Whoa. One thing to keep... Yeah, I think that we gotta go and clear the grass and all that away. Otherwise it'll just break the blocks. And we don't want that. You will find out on the next one. Next time on... Also, I'm using Surviving with Zax as the current title. Because YouTube updated its studio and the way it works, and it kind of annoys me. Let's see if that one breaks. Nope. Alright. I think I'll have to worry about kelp, though. I think kelp gets treated differently. Should know that. You can place... Yeah, there we are. Do you really have a death wish? Go away. Just let me place my sand in peace. I'm just... You wanted to be all alone, so I'm just leaving you all to be alone inside of your den of sand. Den of sand. Heh. Denizen. Okay. That was dumb. I don't know. Sometimes I say things that don't make sense. Anyway, we are just here. Just out here. Just placing some sand. Just you know, placing some sand. Oh. I guess I gotta figure out how to do this properly. So, how is everybody? How was your Monday? It is Monday. Monday the 10th of August. Yes, it is. How has everybody been? Y'all enjoy yourself? Y'all have a good weekend, you know? Or how's life been in the couple of weeks since I last streamed? We're just gonna place more sand. And if I go silent for a period, it's simply because I'm resting my jaw, because it still kind of hurts from that stupid surgery. But hey, it was a necessary one. Yeah, I mean, being okay is better than being worse, bad, I meant, terrible. That'd be another proper would it be a pseudonym? I don't know. Yeah, I see. I hear you now. Just let me place this sand, and I'll come and beat you to death. I'm basically unkillable from phantoms because they don't do enough damage, as far as I'm aware, to counteract my regen, and with the resistance, it's even less damage. So I don't really care. And we want some ink. Also, I really need black dye for like everything, and I don't have a wither rose farm yet, which is not a farm I want to build on camera. I can actually sleep now. The rain's gonna go bye-bye, but who cares? You know, it'll come again another day. Come on, bro. Well, you're no fun. You're just gonna die over there now. And I couldn't care less. So this is my life now. We just place more sand, place more sand, place more sand. It would be actually a pretty cool time lapse. If I could make time lapses. So with Minecraft time lapses, there's two different ways to do it. You have a second account, which I do not have, or you use the replay mod, which I don't have either, and I don't know how to use. There's probably a few other ways, but you know, there's just the time lapse of first person, but that's not a cool time lapse. And this is the part where you jump cut. Just holding down right mouse button. Just, you know. I think we have enough sand for to go all the way around at least. Then what we have to do is we got to section it off. I forget what the best way to do this. I forget how much space a sponge does, but I think what I'll do is I'll do strips of 4 all the way down, and I should have almost two stacks of sponges, and then we just pop into the nether really quick, or we could use the super smelter, you know, but nether sounds more fun. It gives me a chance to use the hoe on sponges. Speaking of which, I should get the hoe out if I'm using sponges. Dun 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 dun. We are just placing sand. Yay. Yeah. See, usually when I'm doing something like this, I'll like start watching some YouTube videos in the background. Okay. Okay, we need to go and break whatever's down there. I wish I'd seen this earlier. No wonder I used so much. Good grief, that's pretty close to 2/3 of a stack. Kelp. Where am I from? I am from Minnesota in the US of A. We just gotta go like this. Ooh, I guess I want some coral. Hey, sea pickle farm. Now that sounds fun. That's just another shifting floor farm, but with coral instead of whatever else you use. Like, yeah, this is great world generation. They want to put a structure here, so just chop it off. Just chop it off. Oh, does speed affect swimming? Does anyone know? Because I don't. It makes sense if it would. But I don't know. Yeah, Minnesota is a very beautiful place. Once you know, go past the southwestern part, which is the plains, part of the Great Plains. So like after that, it gets more interesting because plain states, I prefer trees and lakes and hills and stuff like that. But okay. Could you die already? Like, come on, man. I'm also going to want to make so basically all the sand that I place around the outside, will be replaced with glass for the most part. So yeah. In fact, what I'll probably end up doing is I'll even put a glass over the top to make it look like there isn't a giant hole in the ocean. There will be a giant hole in the ocean, but I'll put glass over it. So it'd be slightly more appealing. Do do do. Like, I don't want to diss Plain States, but my family and I, we went to Seattle to visit other family 10 years ago. Wow, I get out a lot. And we had to drive from Minnesota. You have to cross North Dakota, Montana, Idaho, and into Washington. And North Dakota was just flat and endless, it seemed. And then you reach Montana, and until you hit the western part of Montana, it's pretty much the same. It's just a great big plain, which is cool and all. It's just when you're stuck staring out the side of the windows outside of your van or whatever you're in for 3 days, it'd be nice if a day and a half of it wasn't just plains. But then you hit the Rockies, and the Rockies are cool. Like, the Rockies are amazing. Especially driving through Idaho. We were what there's a valley, I think, or a gorge, I don't know what you would call it there, that's like from the road to the bottom is like 2,600 feet, and we stopped at the edge of that, I think, on the way both ways, and it's just awe-inspiring. Like the Grand Canyon, I've never been to, but it's not 2,000 feet deep, if I remember correctly. Well, then again, the Grand Canyon's is a different case because this was a gorge in a mountain between mountains, so elevation changes and all that. I'm just rambling now, but it was truly beautiful. And then I saw the Pacific Ocean for the first time, and we went to the beach, and as soon as we went to the beach, it's clouded over and the temperature dropped, and it was like 50 degrees. And the ocean was probably 40. I'm like, come on now. So no, I have not been in an ocean, but I have seen the ocean and smelled the ocean. It would have been nice if it was been warmer, but it was September in Washington. It's not California, so. But yeah. Also, it was peach season. And we stopped at a local farm and we got boxes of peaches, and they were the best peaches I've ever had. Hands down. The farmer, because he can't sell wayfalls, which are just peaches that fall from the tree because of wind or whatever, because he can't sell them necessarily at all, I don't think. Maybe. I can't sell them as food. I don't know what the laws are. He gave each of me and each of my siblings a free peach, and that was amazing. But yeah, there's a lot to see in Washington if you aren't from Washington, from what I remember. And we took the ferry across the Sound into Seattle 3 times. We walked the boardwalk. Went through a little market. Yeah, great time. But that was 10 years ago. That doesn't have any bearing on anything of today. It is Twilight Country. Though, yeah, we were literally we went through a small town, and it had a great big sign that said, proud filming location of the Twilight movies. And like, I was young. I was 10. But even then, I knew that Twilight was weird. And I guess it's a way to bring tourists in, but still. Fun fact, I drive a Volvo C30, which is the car that Edward drives in the Twilight movies. And that's pretty much the only fact people know about my car. because it's only the only relevant part of it, more relevant to pop culture part of fact about my car. But yeah, I drive a vampire car. And not only because it's dead and soon to be alive, undead. So, yeah. Anyway, we have made it this far. You know that thing I said about maybe having enough sand? I don't know. I'm having doubts now. But I think we're approaching the edge. It's hard to tell, but we're at the halfway point. Wait, is this structure on a even or an odd? I think it's an odd. An even, rather. Yes, it is. I don't like that. I don't like how most Minecraft structures are even. It seems. Or like big ones, because the Woodland Mansion, we burned that down like 20 streams ago. That is an even structure, so it has a 2-block center. This is a 2-block center. The Stronghold actually only has a 1 because it's what? Because of the way the portal is. Village structures only have 1 because that's how doors are. Nether fortresses are 1. And 1-block centers work well in Minecraft. I prefer them. But hey, that's just me. Some people can build impressive things on 2-block centers, and I struggle with that quite a bit, so they're better than I. Hey look, 34 sponge. Do we have 36 sponge? Okay, we do not have as much sponge as I thought, but that is still 70 sponge, which should be enough. So the next point that we would come along with a strip of sand is, I think, this block. We'd come along here and then we do the same thing. Could you not? Yeah, that looks somewhat right. Of course, we do have to remove all of these blocks. Beep, beep. Don't mind me just destroying your home. Or yours. I don't know. I guess they would call it home. It's their structure. The only structure made entirely out of prismarine in the game. Which is a good thing, because prismarine's not that pretty of a block. Dark prismarine is, but normal prismarine, it has its uses, but most of the time I avoid the prismarines. Unless you use a texture pack. And again, look how much stupid prismarine we can get. I don't even know why I'm picking it up, because if I make the farm, I can just go, instead of spending time picking it all up, I can just make infinite prismarine. At least that's the plan. Another thing I could do is I could make this prismarine farm into an XP farm, but that doesn't sound like fun. Speed. That doesn't sound like nearly as much fun as just keeping with my piglins. So that was a 5-block gap, but that's fun. So that you get the idea. And then I think I'd probably cut them in half, just so it's less water. It really shouldn't be that hard. And just a bunch of placing of sand. And it's going to be ugly for a bit until I get the glass to make it unugly. I think the term is ungly. Yeah. I haven't visited the Wither Skeleton farm in a while, but then again, I also have like 56 beacons remaining, so I haven't had a need for skulls. But hello. But I want skulls. I actually will. I'll actually need at least 3 skills too, but I'll need at least 3 skulls when I make a Wither Rose farm, just because. Yeah, probably will need more because I'll probably fail the first time and end up having to kill the Wither, like the Wither escapes or just some nonsense like that. But I've got to look it up because I don't know too much about Wither Rose farms. So yeah, Wither Rose farm, definitely. This one, I don't know if the design I used when I last did this, which was many years ago, probably 4, is still efficient enough or not. So I won't worry too much about it. But for sure, I'll have to look that up. So today we're just going to focus on trying to clear or place as much sand so we can get to clearing. I know it's not the most interesting subject, but hey, I mean, it's just some mindless task, so I don't even have to pay attention to what I'm doing, really. And I can just chat with y'all. What did I do? What have I done recently? I've ordered a lot of parts for my car. They just piled up outside, you know, until I get a chance to actually go and work on my car, which is why having a one-day weekend is like the worst thing ever, because you're so tired that you don't really want to go out and work on it, but you know, I haven't driven my car since September, no, technically October 2nd, but that was for 8 miles before it deaded. I haven't really driven my car since September 16th of last year, and the reason I remember the date is because it's something that's important to me and affects every day of my life. So yeah, I've ordered a bunch of car parts. In fact, most of them have arrived. I have I've been playing a lot of a game called Undermine, which is a dungeon explorer side-scrolling game, and it's a lot of fun if you have never heard of it before, and I do recommend it. It actually just released fully 2 days ago, which is nice and exciting. I played it back when it was version like 3, so it was very new. But didn't play it for a couple months, and then it got a bunch of new things, and I'm like, oh, what's this? I've never seen this before. But yeah, it's a lot of fun if you're into that type of game, and it's really chill until you hit the bosses and you realize that you suck and you die repeatedly. Yeah, I've also been playing. I finished the Shadow of the Tomb Raider. That was a few weeks ago, though. I may have mentioned it in an earlier stream. But yeah, I finished the Shadow of the Tomb Raider. The final battle fight in that game was incredibly easy compared to the final battles in the previous 2 titles. The Rise of the Tomb Raider and Tomb Raider, I think. I think, yeah. They're all fun games, by the way. Like, if you've never played a Tomb Raider game, I do recommend it. But yeah, it felt like a weak boss to fight at the end. But, I mean, what can you do? But otherwise, the game, fantastic. Fabulous. What other games have I been playing? I've been playing World of Tanks, which most of the videos on my channel are actually World of Tanks. Most of the live streams are not, but most of the videos are. In fact, that's what I started doing when I started this channel. I lost interest in the game, and now it's kind of piqued my interest again, but, you know, I'm probably not going to make any more content on it, because no. What am I doing? I just go like this. Wow. Genius. Sometimes I frighten myself with my own ingenuity. I had to think of that word really hard, and I'm kind of ashamed of having to think that hard about the word ingenuity, or think that hard to reach the word ingenuity. Yeah. I've also adjusted my mic setup and how it is, because it used to be hanging upside down from a boom, and now it's not hanging upside down from a boom. And I can actually see both screens at once, and like it's like a miracle. Not really. I just wasn't very smart when I set it up the first time. There are some things to tweak. I'm not sure if I like my audio settings right now, but y'all as viewers could be the judge of that. And if there's something that you feel like I could do differently, I would gladly attempt it. You know, because that's the least I can do. Yeah, the last 2 weeks pretty much, you know. It was Thursday before last that I had my teeth removed, and then I was out of work for a week. That was nice. Didn't really do much the first couple of days. The first day, in fact, I slept almost all of it, because you know I can't talk because stupid gauze in your mouth, and your jaw's been numbed anyway because Novocaine, and then if you did want to talk, it hurt anyway, so why bother? Second day was pretty much the same thing. I was talking more, but not, you know, not really doing anything. I did play some games, but I actually just finished, I don't know if any of you know what the Inheritance series is, but it's by Christopher Paolini, I don't know, Paolini. Anyway, it's probably better known as the Aragon series by some people, because that's the movie that they made. They adapted the first book into the movie Aragon, which released like way back when, 2006 or 7. It's not a good movie. It's not a good adaptation of the book at all. So yeah. But I just finished the second book in that series, and there's 2 more to go. And like the second book is a monster, like 650 pages, as opposed to the first one having like 400. So yeah, it was interesting. I really got into the story. It was very easy. I mean, it is a young adult's book or a teen book. I don't know what it is, but yeah, I mean, it really wasn't too bad, or too bad of a read. It wasn't too hard. The only hard part is all the names of the things, because I don't know what he pulled his language from. I don't know if he made it up himself, but like just random vowels and consonants. Why am I having struggles with words? I'm stuttering almost. So like I have no idea. It was just a whole bunch of gibberish. That's kind of like GIF or GIF. Anyway, yes, I'm excited to start the third book, but whenever I have time, I'll do it probably. So yeah, if you are interested in a good book series, The Name of the Wind, I think that's the book series. It's by Patrick Rothfuss. That's a good book series. And then the Inheritance series is also an excellent book series to read, you know, if you're into fantasy sort of things. I haven't actually read any good sci-fi books recently, or some military books. Yeah, not any recently. But yeah, my book recommendations: the Inheritance book series, which starts with Aragon, and then it's eldest, something and then inheritance. I don't know. Yeah. What about you? Have you all read any good books recently? Or because you're on summer vacation, you haven't read anything? I like reading. It's a passion of mine. Why am I even crouching? I just walk this far and I don't fall off. My pinky finger's gotten sore. I just do this and then I hold this down until time to move forward, backwards again, and then rinse, repeat. Has it ever concerned any of you that you never see your character's legs? Like you can see an arm, or both arms, but you can never see your legs until you go into third person. And I'm just thinking of all the games I played, usually you can see the legs, and I was thinking about that earlier, and it was kind of weird. I don't even know why it's on my mind. I'm a weird person with weird interests. I just gotta make sure that it's actually landing on the floor of it, because I don't want it to land elsewhere. So that's just my concern. Oh, it's gonna be so much fun to get rid of the sand. Like torches and just watching the sand fall. Oh, so beautiful. Here's the thing. I get rid of the water in this section right now, and it reduces the amount of spawning spaces for the guardians, which means the remaining spawning spaces are going to get used even more. Which means it'll hurt a lot. Whatever. I think what we're going to do is we're going to finish off this box section, drain it of water, and then that's where we'll end the stream. And of course I'll have to spend some time doing the rest because sand. Could you do this with anvils? Do anvils? No, wait, they get waterlogged, don't they? Ah, that sucks. But that's a wacky thought. I do have an iron farm. Voice crack. Wow. I do have an iron farm, but it's not efficient. I need to do something about it. Make it better or something. Like, there's got to be better ways to do things. In fact, there is. I want an iron farm that's good enough to produce me 10,000 iron ingots an hour. Yeah, that's what I want. I also am unhappy with my sugarcane production. I feel like it's really slow right now, so I may have to expand that, which I think I will. I'll have 3 sides of sugarcane and 1 of bamboo. I think it'll work. Water streams over there are getting tricky though. The mob farm, I believe that every single double chest allocated to the mob farm is full of whatever it's supposed to have. So I'm not concerned with getting mob drops right now because I have 15 double chests worth of string, gunpowder, rotten flesh, spider eyes, not so much, and bones and arrows. Gunpowder I've been using because I use rockets obsessively. So yeah. I'll have to go down there right now and clear away more of the debris. Wait. I did that, didn't I? I forget what I do sometimes. We just gotta replace all of these. Break contact. In fact, we may as well just try to sleep. Loud. I also need a villager trading setup. I've said this for like ever and a half, but I need to set up my piglin bartering system and my villager bartering system, or trading, you know. It shouldn't be too bad. I have clay. a very cramped space. Yep, I know I have furnaces. Ferni. And I have coal in the precious box. We're gonna go like this. This is definitely the way to do this. There we go. Okay, so those sponges will recover their dryness and be non-wet sponges, which makes things easier. I don't think I'll have to split this in half. So we're going to drain this section, and then I'll go on and drain the next 5, 6, 7 sections. I don't know. If we're doing them in 5, we just got to divide it by 5, and then take into account that we're also placing a block, so we may as well just divide by 6. Because that's the edge, so we're on the 6th block, right? I think, unless we're at 4. Oh, this looks like 4. Okay, 4. So we just divide the entire monument width by 5, and we get our answer. Now, as for underneath, I will probably drain that as well, but that's where we'll keep our storage system and all that. I don't know. I haven't thought about designing or redstoning or any of that. We're just going to set up the killing chamber first and go from there, because that'll provide me with infinite cooked fish. Yay. I don't even eat cooked. Why do I don't even know why I have cooked fish. I use golden carrots as my food source almost exclusively because they're the best food source in the game. Boop doop 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 boop boop. Yeah, best food source in the game, golden carrots, because they have the highest saturation value. Maybe notch apples are better, but you can't craft notch apples, so it really is. The point is moot. Moot is a funny word. Like, if you look at the spelling, it should be pronounced like foot, but instead it's pronounced like mute. Almost moot. Like boot? Huh. Hoot, boot, moot. I don't even know what I'm talking about anymore. I've clearly gone crazy with the amount of sand I placed. I should look at statistics. No, items. Times mined, 100,000 times broken shears. Times used, 232,000. That was quite the number, but we're coming for you. 48,000 netherite uses of a netherite pickaxe. Okay, sand. We have placed 13,605. I'm guessing we've placed an entirety of 2 shulkers, or we will have. So that's each 1,000. No, 64 times 27. Let's do math. Yeah, that's 1,000. 1,900. 900? My mind's tired. 64 times 27, you have 128, then you have whatever 7 times 64 is, which in my head, the easiest way to figure that out, and 32, and then, right, my mind's not working. That's 1,600, and then 1,728. That sounds about right. 1,728 times 2, which is 3,400. Did I say 28? Yeah, which would be 3,456. My math isn't right. Don't judge, or is guaranteed pretty much to be off. So don't take that too seriously. Right. Place the sand. Watch it fall. Yay. Last I checked, we were at 98 subscribers, so like we're so close to the 100 subscriber mark, which would be massive. I mean, like, in YouTube it's not massive, but for me, I mean, I'm not doing this to gain subs. I'm doing this because it's fun. It's a way to use my time in a more productive manner, I guess. So yeah. Plus, it's relaxing. I'm just here talking about random nonsense while placing thousands of sand. Do you need to die? I think you need to die. PvE in water is so stupid. Go that way. Hello. Can I interest you in my sword? We're almost there. If only the big fishies would leave us alone. Anyway. We were talking, I don't know. We were talking about something, and then that fish attacked, and then I got distracted. I need to clean my desk, man. I got so much stuff. I got random paperwork from car loan and insurance, and just pieces of mail, like your bank statements in the last 8 months, probably. Pay stubs from last, yeah, it's just piling up on my desk. And it annoys me because I like to have a neat desk. I like a clean workplace. Yeah, we'll go with that. And then I have like my RC truck. I have the body off of it. Don't know why. I just had that sitting on my desk. I got an airplane, a model airplane, pocket knives, just miscellaneous things that I feel like have better spots. This is my sand. Give me back my sand. Give me back my sand. You know when I said that we didn't need a shovel? I think I lied. Let me go like this real quick. Ta-da! Alright. I did this farm once in a Xbox world a long time ago. And I went through and I decorated all the pillars and changed everything to glass. And I was like so proud of it. And looking back, the designs I came up with weren't pretty. Also, no connected textures on Xbox. Just saying. Optifine is like my favorite thing. Zooming, better FPS, better performance, better on my computer. Shaders, if I had them installed, I should install shaders. Connected textures, better grass textures. Like, I can play without the better grass textures, but connected textures on the glass is what really sells me. Because it just looks so good. It's just so good. Anyway, we're drawing to the end of our sand placement. Just like 5 more rows, I think. Yeah, this one, and then we have to turn and fill in the gap. Not Bubbles is not here tonight, unfortunately. That would have been nice, but I'm sure he's off doing important things. Exciting things, important things, exciting things, you know. I think he's working on one of his broken toys. Yeah. Anyway, I was window shopping for PC components the other day because I was bored. And I built myself a pretty decent PC. Now I just don't need to spend the absurd amount of money PC components cost. Like, honestly, what I went for was a budget build with decent power. And, yeah. Ta-da! It still cost way too much, in my opinion. Alright, so I am not familiar with the best placement of sponges because it's been an age and a half. So we're just gonna wing it. Could you stop? Sponge. Sponge. There's too many of you as is. Ta-da! I'm safe. Alright, we're gonna go here. I'm doing it so inefficiently, and I don't even care. Hello, Corey. How are you, Corey? Don't you forget about me. This is annoying, and I don't even care that I'm using sponge inefficiently. It doesn't really take that much to dry sponge. Whoa, did I miss a block really? Fine. You were playing Human Fall Flat. First, it was that game. What's it called? Oh no. What's it called? Oh, it's driving me crazy now. It's gonna drive me crazy now. I don't know. Anyway, we're out here just draining the ocean. First, I'd commit deforestation, and then I start draining the oceans. Guardian moans. Yes. I don't know even what that means. Like, I don't know what sound they're emitting, but apparently it's a moan. And that's all I need to know. See, what happens is I jump up, and then I'm placing with one higher, and I really have to. Because I missed that. Yes. Yes, I am. You know why? Because I want sea lanterns. Yeah, it's because Bedrock has stupid guardian spawning rules. And it technically would have worked. It just would have been incredibly inefficient. And so I don't care. What am I looking for? A hoe. I need a hoe. There's a hoe. Yeah, Bedrock spawning rules for, like, guardians are the worst things I've ever heard. How am I feeling? Not too bad. You know, still occasional jaw pain and all that fun stuff. But, hey, dude, fish, I'm talking, I don't need, I want you to die. Thank you, fish. Yeah, just occasional jaw pain. Sometimes I can talk for a while. As soon as we get this drained, in fact, I'm ending the stream just because my jaw's getting fatigued. I still can't yawn all the way, and it just, like, is so awkward. And it annoys me. But such is life. And eventually I'll be able to, you know, have yawn again. Like, that's the biggest thing. Doot, 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 doot. I need sea lanterns, or I want sea lanterns. I want sea lanterns, and I don't want to have to come over and like kill guardians manually for it. And I figured I've built a guardian farm in ages, so why not try? Or at least I haven't built a functioning guardian farm in ages. So why not give it a shot now? Alright, we'll know if we have all of these sponges when we have a stack and 6. Okay, swing with the sword, not a fish. What am I doing? I don't even know. Do we have sponges? Sponges. Sponges are like bungees, but they absorb things. Technically, I guess bungees would also absorb things. Could I fly out of here? There we go. It looks so unimpressive. Parkour. I have my elite parkour skills. They're so impressive. We just have to keep doing this. I mean, I have a trident. Why am I using rockets? I can just hurl myself out of here. Doot, doot. And just, I like what they did with the hoe. Because breaking sponges used to be so stupid. But now hoes make it easy. Alright, let's collect all my beautiful sponges. Yeah, this guardian, this temple quarry gave me literally 36. It had 1 sponge room. And I'm like, how do I get so unlucky to get 2 monuments with only 1 sponge room? 1 plus 6, that looks about accurate. And yeet ourselves out of here. All right. Look at that. We can make another 2 lanterns. Excuse me. My sand. And we're just gonna break these. Because empty shulker boxes are useless. No, they're actually pretty useful, but not when I need sand in them. So pretty much it took almost 2 shulker boxes to do this much of this. And I got 2 more full ones, so we're gonna need probably, so the thing is I can do the next section, then I can take that sand down, and I'll get all that back. So it'll probably take about, you know, 2 more, 3, 4 more shulker boxes. And yeah, we are just waiting for sponges to dry. Yeah. These things are noisy. Oh, so isn't that beam supposed to like not be transparent? Isn't it supposed to be opaque like it is right there? Because I swear that's how it used to be. Who knows? Ooh, look, a ship. I've probably been in this one, because I've probably been in most of the ones around me. But you never know. Oh, it's not in good shape. Chest. Wow. My chest now. Ha, what you gonna do about it? I'm raiding your sunken ship. Look at the pumpkins in that thing. Beep. Look at that, we only got 3 rotten potatoes out of it. Smack. Like, for a ship so close to where I live, I really didn't rate it. That is impressive. 57 wheat. That is oh so impressive. Look at that. Look how much wheat we have. I could do without the potatoes, but, you know, when in Rome. We're gonna eat the potatoes. I wonder what happens when you eat a poisonous potato. See, we aren't gonna take damage, but we can wear through our saturation. You know a good way to do that? Oh, fishy. That is terrible. It never made sense to me why anything's too expensive in this game. Like, I have 100 levels. I had 250, but then I died to these cretins. And, like, I can get as many levels as I want, so nothing should be too expensive. There we go. Saturation achieved. Alright. I'm like, what was that sound? Pufferfish. We're gonna get poisonous potato because we can. Here, have some potatoes. They're healthy. Because... Perfect netherite sword with Bane of Arthropods. That sucks. Like, Smite is usable. Smite you can live with. Bane of Arthropods? No. Just no. I have not discovered every biome. I have not killed 2 phantoms with a piercing arrow. What haven't I killed? An endermite? Definitely killed silverfish. Strays. Okay. Okay. Nice queen reference. Husbandry. Breed all the animals. Tame all the cats. Move a bee with 3. No, nest with 3. Okay. Eat everything. If it's not good for you. There's 13 things left to eat. How is that possible? I swear I've ate most things in this game. Alright, so we got about more than halfway down. So once we get all of these dried, it should just take 15 seconds. Yeah, something like that. Something like that. Just speak quietly into the mic like this and just like hello and welcome to ASMR Minecraft. This is the sound of my earbuds case closing. Man, ASMR makes no sense to me, but what do I know? I'm just some weird guy on the internet. I thought those were fish. Bum, 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 bum. Man alive. How? What? No. Man, do I suck at sponges or what? I think I could pay you to do this. Because you'd be just getting paid to play Minecraft then. I mean, like... Isn't that the dream? Not really. That was a beautiful dive. And just like that. Man, I'm gonna have to use some fancy footwork to get all of them. Doot, doot, doot. It looks like all of my precious sponges. And I don't have a shovel on me. Whatever. No one cares. At least not me. And we just go down and down and down and down and down and down and down. And I have nothing to place. Let me grab a spoon and get to this. And there we go. That is a tenth of the thing done. Alright, with that, we're just going to get shot here by guardians, and I'm going to say goodbye. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, hit the like button. And if you want to see more content, subscribe and ring the bell. Because that way you get notified the next time I go live. Which, if all goes well, is Wednesday, but you never know. Things may come up. Who knows? I don't. Do you? This is reminding me of a scene from The Office. Anyway, peace.